Alright, so got set up, just kind of got laid out for a quick overview. We got the cooling pad, it's got feet on both sides. I just like to use the top. It gives you a nice angle for your laptop to sit at. So put those up. This power brick, the power cable, you can see that it's a 4-prong adaptation for power delivery. If you get one of these laptops with the 1070 in it, it'll come with a standard laptop cable because they don't draw as much power. But it's a pretty solid laptop. It's got side vents on both sides and ventage on the bottom for cooling. It has 5 USB ports. It's got HDMI, micro USB, and it's got the internet cable. It's got a lightning port, and it's got mini display port on there. So we'll go ahead and plug this in, get it rolling. But it's got an aluminum body and it's got RGB keyboard, but it's only zoned RGB. I'll show you what that looks like in the software. It's a SteelSeries keyboard. It's decent. I'm pretty sure it's still memory rubber caps. If you get the next level up, it has, I think, MX Reds. So it's there's good options. And then if you get it through Exotic PC, you can customize your own preferences, but got a little Darth Vader action going on there. Super secret password. Alright, so the keyboard goes black until you log in and your startup programs go. So like, I'll show you, we got that. And then SteelSeries just launched, so my keyboard just went on, it's white. And my mouse pad's red. Sorry for it looked kind of orange because of the bad lighting I got in here. Here, I'll fucking turn this on, this will probably help. There we go. So, I'll open up SteelSeries Junior. And we got my gear. I don't care about that. So it's 3 lighting zones, as you can see here. I'll show you the grid. 1, 2, 3. It's RGB, but it's not RGB to single key like Razer's are. There's probably a higher end version that has it, but this one does not. But just to give you an idea, I'll change the zones up and you can see what it looks like. So I'll change this white one because it's kind of hard to get a good idea for it. I'll put purple in. So that's what the zones look like. It's split up into 3. You can also change your mouse pad color. I just leave mine red because it's disabled, because I use the mouse and I have issues with my palm touching it as I'm using WASD for first person shooters, and my palm will hit it and it'll fire off a shot. So you can literally just go in and disable this pointer so it doesn't do anything. The mouse clicks still work on this touchpad area, but just the actual mechanical clicks, not that touchpad itself. So I disabled that for my personal preference. But yeah, overall it's a very good keyboard for a laptop. They kind of made it feel tactile, even though it's a memory switch. And the keyboard is a SteelSeries keyboard, and as you can see, it is a GTX 1080, and it's 120 Hz 5 millisecond display panel. I prefer that over the 4K because I like the refresh rate over pixels. Plus, on a screen this small, it's not going to be that noticeable going to 4K, as this is like a 1920 by 1080 in what I think it's like 17 and a half or 18-inch screen. It's not, you're not going to get, like if it was a TV, yeah, the 4K is going to make a difference, but with a screen this small, all those pixels are condensed into that space, so they're smaller pixels. So the image is really clear and smooth, and I really like it. And it comes with this dynamic sound software and killer land and all that shit and dynamic audio. But alright, I'm just gonna go back to my defaults on this. I like it white because, you know, I got that Star Wars theme and the White Panther theme on my laptop home screen, so that's just kind of how I like it. But you can set it up so that it reacts to audio. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to demo that right now. Maybe in another video I'll do that. But yeah, their software is a little weird to use if you're used to Razer software, which I am, because I use the friggin' Razer mice, and I typically use a Razer keyboard. Right now I'm just using a Death Adder Chroma, which is what I also have in my home setup. So, but yeah, we'll open up some Steam. We'll go into some PUBG. You guys can see how it runs. Player Battleground Unknown is a pretty fun game right now. It's quite popular actually, so maybe I'll do some gameplay videos of that for the channel. Unfortunately, I don't have a steering wheel here, so I can't do any of my racing simulator stuff, at least not with a steering wheel. This laptop's VR capable. I know they like to slap that on everything these days, but you could actually run VR pretty well on this. So, and yeah, there's my gamer tag. If you want to add me on Steam, feel free. It's also the same on Origin. I do play Battlefield 1 and some Battlefront here and there. So yeah, let's hop into. Oh shoot, it's got to update. It's got to update. Yeah, the internet here isn't the greatest, but it's better than I thought it was gonna be. Actually get decent download speeds. The upload's not so great, but I'm not gonna complain about that. But yeah, right now my main games are Rocket League and Player Battleground Unknown. I played a lot of Borderlands 2, but it's kind of taking a back seat right now because kind of heavily into Player Battleground Unknown right now, but I got quite a few games. So yeah, overall it's a good keyboard, and the laptop is fantastic. The performance is great. All of the video and image and response and the visual that it displays, it's pretty darn close to my home computer, which if you don't know what's in my home computer, you can watch my video on that. It's titled the Mr. America build, but that's got all kinds of crazy shit in it. So yeah, that's a good video to watch if you're interested in building your own computer. It gives you a little insight into what it's like, especially if you're going to try to do custom water cooling and stuff. I did that on my graphics card and in there and whatnot. So, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get a VR headset soon. I'm probably going to try to get the Oculus in the next like 6 months or so. Depends on what happens, because I got to do some stuff to my car too. But yeah, things are going good over here in the military life. And Player Battleground's almost done, but I'm almost out of video time. So I'll hit you up with some gameplay on this later. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this.